Packers and the Chicago Bears. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. This fielded at the 2. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll start things on first with Torrey Cohen. And he's got a good gain of 7 up to the 37.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
They run. This is Cohen. So he got 3 on 1 tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be 3rd and about a foot or 2. Throwing here, Trubisky. Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. Terrence Brooks with a pick. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. Now, they told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39. Watch it now, Barney. Barney.
A first carry for Trenton Cannon. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
All right, here we go.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Being chased out left. And certainly some style points there on the spin. Not a whole lot thereafter, but still a pretty good gain. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Set. Green 39. Green 39.
They'll set up to throw. A dump underneath to Jones. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Now, Barney.
They'll go with Jones. this one to about the 20-yard line. A gutsy call. Turns out to be a good one, though. First down on a pickup of 11.
Well, if it's 4th and 4, 4th and 5, maybe you think about the field goal there. But on 4th and 1, this is a way to tell your offense, hey, I believe in you. You can do this. And sure enough, they're going to pick up the first down.
And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Getting a hand in there and knocking it away, Eddie Jackson. This is going to be a good one-on-one battle to watch. Both of these guys play the game at the highest level.
Both of them are terrific competitors. They play the game with great athleticism and smarts as well.
And in this early round, the defense wins. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Set. Green 39. Green 39.
They'll look to throw here. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. It's a gain of 7, and it'll be 3rd down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. A stop there on 3rd. They could have held him to 3 on this opening drive. Now they have to bow their necks on 1st and goal.
And if I'm looking at this from the offense's point of view,
and this is going to be intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it, and a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback, but as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Lock in, lock in.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And that's off the mark, incomplete. Allen Robinson, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
Red, up. 180.
Play action. It's Trubisky. Got a man open. It's Wims. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. He got 29 yards that time. A nice job there, Charles. They picked up the blitz, were able to complete the pass.
That had the total feel of a quarterback in control. Red blitz, got him into the right protection scheme, so he doesn't get hit back there. He's got a chance to step up with supreme confidence and deliver it downfield for a nice completion.
180. Red, up.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory. Calais Campbell on the stop.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Trubisky will throw. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24.
All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Now this time he'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, and they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again, just like last week. Each game is its own entity, treated as such.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Back to throw here. Buying time to his left. He can run for it, and he will. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a 1st down.
When they watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets, he's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambles and picks up a 1st down. But what else does he do? Protects himself by sliding and avoiding the big hit. Double plus, big-time play.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. They'll get this complete to the Notre Dame man, Equanimous St. Brown. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
Watch him now, Barney. Barney. Watch him now.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the 1st down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. It's caught. Jones. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Drops it to Jones in the flat. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. Call it a 3-yard gain, and it'll be 2nd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90. Gun, gun. Gun, gun.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. he's taken down. A Bear sack. Eddie Goldman in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes, and just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if I'm going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, their quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Looking deep for Adams. And a shot taken on 3rd down, unsuccessful. 4th down now.
Well, he bounced up after taking a sack and took a shot downfield. I think a lot of us thought maybe he'd run draw in that situation instead. Tried to get all back in one play.
Yeah, 3rd and long, thought he needed the deep pass, couldn't connect it.
Maybe he was hoping for a penalty downfield to give him the yardage they needed.
And he missed it. It's no good, and this will remain a scoreless game.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
Well, they tried the field goal from just inside of 70 yards. It missed, and now this offense set up nicely at midfield.
You see it? You see it?
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get this one down to the 45.
Hurry.
5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits, and these creases like they were able to exploit right there.
And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. It's the first time that they've looked his way tonight, and he comes up with a 1st down on the play. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Trubisky on 1st down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 16. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line.
Well, if you go by the numbers, you'll find as the temperature goes down, so does the passing efficiency. And now that we're in December, even the routine throws are going to be harder for the quarterbacks. And this one, it winds up getting picked off.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Forced out to his left. Over the middle, that's caught by Adams. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90. Gone. Detroit.
Back to throw now on 1st down. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. 1:59 to go in the 1st half. We're back to Soldier Field following this short break. The Bears in good field position to start out 1st and 10.
180. Move. Hey, they scared. Lock in.
They begin the drive on the ground with Cohen, and he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
Red, up.
Trubisky now to throw on third down. And Robinson with a big catch. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45.
Let's go. Red, up. We got 4. Go. 180. Ringo. Hey, gotta go.
They go play action with Trubisky. It's complete to Robinson. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. The Bears moving hastily in the hurry-up offense.
Gotta go.
Play action. Now Trubisky. Wide open receiver complete. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. A first trip to the red zone for the Bears. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Blue. Red, up.
Now they'll run it with Cohen. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half.
Lock in.
On second down, here's Trubisky. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Anthony Miller in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bears are in for 6.
That's one of the better examples of clock management I've seen. Whittled it all the way down just about and still put the ball in the end zone.
Yeah, just a methodical drive and something really to take into the lockers here. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This one taken just inside the 10. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. The Packer offense now ready to get back onto the field. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
Back 99 Philly, here we go. Gun.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at second down.
He was able to get away earlier in the drive, but apparently all the time they put in practice finally came to the front, didn't it? They remembered their lessons and found a way to contain him when he took off on that one.
Watch it now, Barney! Barney!
They'll look to throw. And he's going to drop this off to Williams, complete. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. It'll be a 3-yard gain. And just like that, it's third down.
Detroit!
He'll look to throw. He may try and run for this. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Eddie Goldman in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. The Packers on third down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 11. He'll look to throw. And left side here, it's Graham. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check-down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
So he missed that field goal earlier, but he says not this time. Able to knock it through, give his guys 3.
I like his poise. I like his confidence, his belief in himself. Sometimes when you miss that first one, you'll see a lot of guys sag and they can't make the next one. Not in this case. Stepped right up like a pro.
So here are the Bears now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
A good pickup there at 22.
When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar. You
circle the Pro Bowl?
Without a doubt. That's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year. And it's because of catches like that. That's why he goes.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Trubisky. Dancing to his left. And he slides to avoid the hit. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
Nice job there defensively. A great time to dial up a blitz.
And give him credit under center instead of throwing it away. Actually, a pretty good job of getting past the line of scrimmage, not losing yardage. From midfield now, here's Trubisky. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. Touchdown, Chicago. Taylor Gabriel, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bears will extend their lead. Point after now from Catanzaro. Extra point up and good by Catanzaro. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. Some fancy footwork, but not much room to operate. Just up past the 25 and no further. Kyle Fuller, the one to make the tackle.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39. Watch him now, Barney. Barney. Gun, gun. Gun, gun. All right, now, Lucky 56. Lucky.
They'll drop to throw. And Jones has it over the middle. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs. This quarterback now 10 of 16 throwing the football. It's 1st and 10. Back to throw. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass.
No. Check. Patriot. Patriot. Watch him now, Barney. Barney. Watch him now, Barney. Barney.
The give is to Jones. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Just a couple there on the 2nd down run. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8 situation.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Set. Green 39. Green 39. Detroit. Detroit. Back 99 Philly. Here we go. All right, now, Lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll set up to throw. He's going to wind up and air it out. This is caught inside the 15. It's a big play for the Pack on 3rd. And even 40 yards. And at this stage, down in the 2nd half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
It's a gain of 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd and about a yard.
Watch it now, Barney. Barney.
They go back to the ground with Jones. And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. A great play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Packers are back within a score. The Packers keeping the offense out there now as they'll go for 2.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Now, let's go. Blue 90. Blue 90. Gun, gun. Gun, gun. Gun, gun. Gun, gun.
They'll look to throw here. Flushed out right. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And with it, they're back within a field goal. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Onto the field now come the Bears. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
180. Hey, gotta go, gotta go.
Off the play fake, here's Trubisky. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Rashard Robinson with a pick. And a terrific return there. They're finally able to corral him down near the 11-yard line. So that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Season of giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he throws.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. They're going to look to throw. Touchdown, Packers. Equanimous St. Brown with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Packers have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The Bears offense now gets set to head back onto the field. And last time, 1 play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. It goes as a gain of 8. It moves the chains.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another 1st down with that run.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. On 1st down, Trubisky. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Play action. It's Trubisky. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. Touchdown, Chicago. Taylor Gabriel with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Bears have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. Extra point good by Catanzaro, and that gives him a 3-point lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And now the Packers get set to go. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Well, we had a number of good games in the afternoon sessions, but this Sunday nighter might top them all. We come up here on 1st and 10.
Now let's go! Blue 90! Blue 90! Detroit! Detroit!
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he will find his man on the outside. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
Here we go now. Blue 90! Blue 90!
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
All right, partner, I'm a defender, but I've got to express my admiration there. Moving around, making it happen, and instead of worrying about protecting himself, he goes and gets the 1st down. I've got to give it to him on that one.
Normally, you don't want your guy taking shots, your quarterback, but it's winning time here in the 4th. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Khalil Mack. And they will finally stop him, but a great return. Gets that football all the way down to the 16-yard line. How about the big boys snagging one? You don't see that every week.
No, you don't, but a lot of them are just reliving their old dreams, going back to when they were in youth football and in high school. They didn't always play defensive line. Some of them actually handled the football, and you can see the flashback when he grabbed that one.
Hey, gotta go, gotta go. Lock in, lock in.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
On second down, Trubisky. And it's caught. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. A Chicago first down to former Jag Allen Robinson on the catch from Trubisky. So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up.
Lock in. Lock in. Move.
They'll run forward to Tariq Cohen. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. A great effort there with touchdown number 12 on the year. Then the Bears use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Extra point up and good by Catanzaro. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Packers offense now heading back out onto the field. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
As a rookie quarterback, that's exactly how you endear yourself to your teammates. Give it up for the cause. It's also how you end up on the training table, too.
Yeah, it's a catch-22. Coach doesn't like it. Teammates love it. Where do you fall on it?
Well, I fall on wanting to endear yourself to your teammates, but pick your spots. Be smart about it. They need you for the full season.
The rookie's going to learn as he goes. They'll set up a throw. Now that'll be caught by St. Brown. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
All right, now, look at 56.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Open man right side is St. Brown. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. His 5th catch tonight, and it's good for a first down. Clock management, definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Set. Blue 90. Blue 90. Gone.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Graham. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his 2nd catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him. And what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their 3rd corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man to try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up, give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does.
He'll drop to throw. Drops it to Jones in the flat. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
Heady on that one, huh? Getting out of bounds before the 2-minute warning. They get an extra timeout, extra opportunity to move the ball downfield. Very smart football.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now back to throw. Flush to his right. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Here we go now. 319. 319.
Back to throw here. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high-percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
This will be taken in at the 1. Now the Bears offense ready to take over again. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
Gotta go. Blue.
They'll start with a give to Cohen. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. This defense, Charles, they have unraveled here in the 4th.
In a sense, it's like they're being pressed, like in a basketball game, and they just can't get the ball over half court. I mean, no matter what they do, they can't get off the field. They can't slow them down. They're just going up and down the field against them. Yeah, unraveling would be a perfect word for them.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Lock in.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. And now a timeout coming from the defensive side for the Packers as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. Second and 12, and you'd have to assume another all-out effort to stop the run is coming.
Lock in.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. And now the Packers going to take another timeout as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. The Bears on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
Lock in.
This is Cohen on the toss, and he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. And a timeout here. Timeout taken, whistles blown. Timeout taken by the receiving team as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
They practice this all the time.
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. They were looking for a little spark and some breathing room. They got it right there, a gain of 14 and a first down.
How many times have we seen this late in the fourth quarter? Because you know the pass rush is getting after him, and they get upfield, get that great push, and what do they create? Space, and he takes off.
Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Hey, we got 4. We got 4 now. Gun!
Back to throw. A dump underneath to Jones. And they're able to bring him down at the 20. 4 yards on the pickup, and it'll make it a second down. Gosh, given the time in the short game, would he have been better off just dropping that?
Yeah, when you look at the clock, you think so, but it's hard to get a receiver to drop a football. They're trained to catch everything.
The Packers on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6.
Gun! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky.
He'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
There's definitely contact there, but it's the fourth quarter of a kind of tight game, and sometimes the officials just say, let them play. Kind of like your mom used to, you and your brothers, just take the broom to you and send you out to the backyard and tell you to settle it yourselves.
I like that, yeah. There was contact. I don't know, like you said, enough to warrant the flag. It was close, though. 1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Gun!
They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And it looks like the Bears are going to win the football game. The win for the Bears just around the corner. They go down to a knee. Well, I know at points in this when you wanted to close your eyes because of all the points that were being put on the scoreboard.